JJ Titan here, and today we will be predicting the HHCL finals. Who will win? Who will be there? What's going to happen? We're all going to cover it. So we're going to start off in the East between Tampa Bay and Toronto. Now, I think Tampa Bay has got the series in the bag. I mean, props to Toronto for making the playoffs. Like, they had a long season and they just squeaked in from the playoffs from Florida. But I honestly just think Tampa Bay is going to take this series overall. Like, I think it's over. I think they're going to win. Tampa Bay's got some great players: Gonzo, Atomic. I'm sorry if I'm not listing everyone because I don't know everyone on every team, but I know those two players are great. They're going to get them far. Now we're going to go to CBJ Rangers. I'm on CBJ, but I honestly think the Rangers are going to win because honestly, Books is coming back, which is a great, talented player. This guy's underrated. And Miles, who is great, another great player. And I mean, Rangers have a couple of great players like Buzz. I don't know who else. Taker. They got some great players. CBJ also has a fair share of great players. Me, Snipes, pretty good. Cider, Insert, Don. So it's gonna be a clash. It's gonna be a great series. But I feel like Rangers are gonna take it. I feel like they'll get the win. So next series, Flyers and Devils. Now this series is kind of going to be like Tampa Bay Toronto, but I feel like the Devils are going to put up more of a fight than Toronto will because Flyers offensive powerhouse, Lucky Eclipse. This guy's great. Ghost Recon, amazing defenseman. I don't even know Colt, great. I don't even and Devils they got some great players. Infamous, great player. Artemi, pretty sure he's still on, great player. Xernak, great coach. But I just feel the Philadelphia Flyers offense is just too good for Devils, and I think Philly will honestly move on. And then the last series in the East, Montreal and Boston. Now, this series is going to be a good one too, because I think these teams are both pretty evenly matched. Great offense, decent defense. So this is going to be a great series. But I'm saying Montreal's going to win this because I just think Montreal is just the better team overall. Because I know Chris Speedy and I think Jesse are suspended for 2 games, something like that. So I think Montreal will take those 2 games, and that's all they're going to need, honestly. So in the West, you have the Minnesota Wild, Colorado Avalanche. Minnesota's going to win. That's all I'm going to say. Colorado, props to you guys for making playoffs. I know at one point you guys were like, you guys were out. Everyone's like, these guys are terrible. But they fought back and made the playoffs, which is great. That is a great job by that team. But I think Minnesota will beat this team. Chicago and Ducks. Now, I think Chicago is just, they got this series. I mean, Ducks, you are a good team, but there's just too many players. I'd say, I guess. I don't know, I don't watch them that much. But I know Chicago, Holy Dong, Flashy Dong, Yogab, Sama. I don't know if he's on that team anymore. Great team, and overall, I think they'll win. Now, the next series. This is the hardest series for me to predict. The Flames and the Wings. Now, Flames have 3 great players. K1, Thunder, and JJ. Top 3, great line. But you're going against Ely, Soccer, and Ram. Those are some 3 pretty good players too. And this is also gonna be a clash. This is gonna be a great series. But I think in the end, Detroit with Soccer, Ely, and Ram, great lineup. They are gonna take out the Calgary Flames juggernaut team. And yeah, that's what I think's gonna happen. Calgary, they'll get close, but I just think Detroit's gonna take them out like they did last season. How Detroit took out LA, I believe. And then the next series, Winnipeg, Edmonton. There's not much to be said about this series, but I think Winnipeg is gonna win. I mean, Edmonton, props to them, but I just think Winnipeg is gonna win in this. So now we're gonna go to the second round. Tampa Bay and Rangers. Now, this series, it's gonna be Tampa Bay's gonna win, but it's not going to be as easy as the first series. I think Rangers will win 2 games, 2 probably, maybe 3 if they get lucky. But I just think Tampa Bay is a great team. They're just too good. They have, like I said, great players. They're just too good of a team. I don't see them losing to the Rangers. And then we have Philly, Montreal. I think Philly they're going to beat this team for sure. Montreal, I just don't think they can take out the juggernaut Tampa Bay. I mean, the juggernaut Philly. They're just such a good team. And a great offense. So, and then in the West, I believe, yes, West, we have Minnesota, Chicago. Minnesota's going to win. That's my prediction. But Chicago will put up a fight. This is going to be a close series because I know Minnesota. It's a great team. Boss man, Rye guy. I don't know if Mick plays, Mac. I don't know. I don't know who plays on the team, but Minnesota's a great team. They're going to be going for the conference finals for sure. And Detroit, Winnipeg, I just feel like Winnipeg's going to win. Supremacy, I believe, is great, and I think he will do pretty good to Detroit. But don't count Detroit out. This is also a close series because Soccer Ram and Ely against Supremacy. I don't know how that's going to fit there, or I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll find out. I just honestly think Winnipeg will win. And then the conference finals, we have Tampa Bay and Philly. Now this is a great series. This is going to be really close, 7 for sure. But I think in the end, the Flyers are going to take it, in my opinion. I just think they have the better offense. Tampa Bay's got a great offense too, though. But I just feel like the Flyers' offense, with their like offensive defensemen, is just going to take out Tampa Bay. Because Tampa Bay, I don't think they have too good of defense, but Gonzo's a great player at defense, I believe. So maybe, but I just think Philly's going to take them out. And then in the Western Conference Finals, we have Minnesota, Winnipeg, revenge of Season 3 Finals. And I think Minnesota's going to get revenge. Minnesota's going to win. They'll take out Winnipeg for sure. Winnipeg's going to put up a fight, but I just feel like Minnesota is going to win for sure. And then the finals, Philly, Minnesota. This is going to be very close. And by very close, I mean 1-goal games. Philly is a great team. Minnesota, a great team. Both offensive-minded. Both great players on their teams. Both veterans. Both a couple of rookies. These teams are mere images of each other, basically. The only problem is we got Lucky Eclipse against Fossman. That's the matchup. Ghost Recon is also going to help Lucky Eclipse, but that's the matchup. Lucky Eclipse, great player. I'm going to stress it. Great player. Boss man. He's got the most goals in the freaking league history, I'm pretty sure. It's a clash of the Titans. It is a clash of the Titans. In the end, Flyers are going to take the cup. I just think Ghost Recon is an amazing player. Lucky Eclipse is just an outstanding player, and they have great depth. I think in the end, they'll take out Minnesota because Minnesota's got Foss and Pye. They got a lot of great players. But I don't know if Minnesota can depend on Foss the whole series. I just don't see it happening. And that's when Philly can be able to take Minnesota. Because if they can just stay on Foss and make sure no one can pass, they got the series in the bag. They will win this series. But this is it for this episode. Playoffs prediction, HHCL. It's going to be great. Even if this is my prediction, this is not what happened. So anything can happen. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen. And it's been a great season. Like, every team has played great. They've all fought to be here. They're all great teams. I mean, I hate to see the season end, but these are great teams. And this is just my prediction. Could happen, could not. There's other predictions too on Roblox. But I just think that this will be a great game. And in the end, I think the Flyers are going to be your HHCL Stanley Cup champions.